Here's something that should blow your mind. We have more fitness information than any generation in human history. Thousands of workout programs, millions of YouTube videos, every supplement imaginable, backed by science. But somehow, ancient Greeks with zero internet, zero protein powder, and zero modern science-built bodies were still trying to copy 2,000 years later. Bodies so perfect we literally saved them as phone wallpapers for motivation. So here's the question that should keep you up at night. If they built these legendary physiques with almost no information, what's actually holding you back? In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the exact system the Greeks used to build muscle that lasted millennia. And here's the best part, you can start using it today. Now, the Greeks didn't train randomly like most people do today. They followed a precise system called the Tetrad. This was literally the world's first documented training cycle, and it worked because it understood something modern gym culture keeps getting dangerously wrong. Your body doesn't grow during the workout. It grows during recovery, but not the recovery you think. See, this system forced athletes to respect a truth we ignore every single day. Let me break down how it actually works. Day 1 is preparation. You do short bursts of explosive movement, sprints, jumps, quick, dynamic drills that wake up your nervous system without destroying your muscles. This isn't about getting tired. It's about priming your body for what's coming next. Day 2 is pure intensity. This is where you go to absolute failure. Rope climbs until your arms give out. Carrying heavy stones until your legs stop working. Wrestling until you literally can't stand. The goal? Simple. Push past every limit. Find out exactly how much you can handle, then do slightly more. No holding back. No saving energy for tomorrow. Everything goes into day 2. Day 3 is rest. But here's where it gets interesting. The Greeks understood that collapsing on your couch after destroying your muscles doesn't help them grow. You need blood flow. You need movement. So day 3 meant thermal baths, massage, light movement exercises. Keep the body moving while letting it heal at the same time. This is active recovery done right. Day 4 is skill work, wrestling technique, movement drills, precision practice. Your muscles are recovered, but your nervous system is still fresh. This is the perfect window to learn and refine technique without fatigue destroying your form. Moderate intensity. Quality over exhaustion. Then the cycle repeats. Over and over. This creates a rhythm that lets your body adapt without burning out. But here's the part that matters most. The Greeks knew this system had a fatal flaw. A philosopher named Philostratos wrote about a wrestler named Garros who died because his trainer refused to break the cycle. Listen to this carefully. Garros had just won an Olympic victory the night before. He showed up to training hungover and completely exhausted. He told his trainer he felt terrible. The trainer didn't care. The schedule said day 2 was intensity day, so they trained anyway. Garros died during that workout. Ancient philosophers use this tragic story to prove a point that's absolutely critical for you today. The system doesn't matter if you ignore how your body actually feels. Training needs structure, yes, but it also needs flexibility. If you feel destroyed, do not force a brutal workout just because your calendar says so. You adjust. You adapt. You listen. The Greeks called this concept kairos, the right time. It means doing the right thing at the right moment based on what your body needs right now. Not what the plan says. What your body is actually ready for. This is wisdom that could save your training, and maybe your life. Early Greek athletes ate incredibly simple food. Dried figs, fresh cheese, wheat. Yeah, no meat. Crazy, right? This high-carbohydrate diet was built for endurance. It gave them energy to move all day long. But then something revolutionary happened. Around 532 BC, a trainer named Pythagoras told his athletes to start eating meat. Lots of meat. And suddenly, athletes started getting visibly bigger and stronger. The high-protein era had arrived. The Greeks believed different meats gave you different qualities. Want to be lighter on your feet? Eat goat. Want raw power for wrestling and boxing? Eat bull. They thought the characteristics of the animal transferred to you when you consumed it. Now, modern science doesn't support that part, but the core idea, absolutely right. More protein meant more muscle. The most famous example was Milo of Croton. Ancient sources claimed he ate 20 pounds of meat and 20 pounds of bread every single day, plus 18 pints of wine. Now, that's probably exaggerated, But even half that amount shows how seriously Greek athletes took nutrition. There's a famous story about Milo carrying a full-grown bull around the Olympic Stadium, killing it with one punch, then eating the entire animal in a single day. Probably myth. But myths exist for a reason. They capture a culture's values. The Greeks valued strength so intensely, they created legends about men who could eat entire bulls. The message was crystal clear. If you want to be strong, you need to eat like you're serious about being strong. This shift from figs and cheese to meat and bread represents the moment athletes realize nutrition matters as much as training. You can work as hard as you want, but if you're not feeding your body what it needs to build muscle, you won't grow. So maybe skip that fast food this weekend. The Greeks figured this out 2,000 years before modern nutritional science proved them right. Now, here's the truth. The real Greek secret wasn't just the tetrad system. It wasn't the nutrition, the meat, or even the wrestling techniques. It was something much deeper. Ponos. This means suffering, hardship, pain. It was the Greek word for training itself. But here's what's beautiful, it wasn't a negative word to them. They saw pain as the price you paid for excellence. Every hard workout was proof. You had the discipline to choose difficulty when you could have chosen comfort. A strong body wasn't just about looking good or winning competitions. It was visible evidence of your character. If you had muscle, everyone knew you were the kind of person who could endure discomfort for a long-term goal. You weren't weak. You weren't lazy. You proved it every single day, through your body. This is why Greek statues look the way they do. Those bodies weren't accidents. They weren't genetics. They weren't shortcuts. They were the direct result of a culture that believed physical excellence and moral excellence were the exact same thing. Now, I'm not saying you should copy everything from ancient Greece and start doing it tomorrow. What I am saying is this: watch this again. Write down what resonates with you. Pick the elements that fit your life. Because this isn't just an exercise routine. It's a complete frame of mind. For example, next time your muscles are sore after training, remember that's actually a good sign. It means you're choosing the hard way. Not the easy way like 90% of people out there. You can adapt the 4-day cycle if you want. You can increase your protein like they did. You can practice kairos by listening to your body. I think I'll skip the part where you have to eat an entire bowl though. Here's what you need to remember. The Greeks built legendary physiques not because they had more information than us, but because they had better principles. Structure with flexibility, intensity with recovery, nutrition with purpose, and above all, the mindset that pain is the price of excellence. You have access to everything they didn't. Modern science, better nutrition, smarter training methods. Imagine what you could build if you combined their wisdom with your resources. That body you're chasing? It's not just possible. It's waiting for you to commit to the process. So here's what I want you to do right now. Drop a comment and tell me, which part of the Greek system will you apply first? The tetrad cycle? The high protein approach? Or the Ponos mindset? And if this changed how you think about training, hit that follow button because next week I'm breaking down the Spartan conditioning methods that made them unstoppable warriors. The Greeks knew something we forgot. Now you know it too. Don't waste it. I'll see you in the next one.